The first show, I don't think anybody who saw it will ever forget it. He's covered many important events, met many famous people, and people from all walks of life. There's just been so many people and so many memories. Doesn't seem like 10 years at all to me. Very proud. I wouldn't be a mother if I wasn't.
Home's 10th anniversary special, 7 o'clock Thursday on TV1.
Proudly presented by the all-new Nissan Patrol. It took us 10 years to make a better one.
Our new Target wood floor is guaranteed for 10 years. Mummy said it's good for my asthma. It was only $65 a metre with 3 underlay. 90508 Jacobson for your nearest Target stockist.
Celebrate the school holidays at Valentine's. Our huge Pacific banquet of 120 dishes is just $16.95 for lunch and $24.95 for dinner. But for children, everything is only $1.10 per year of age for all meals, up to and including 12 years. So gather your friends and celebrate the holidays with us.
Let Valentine's make your day. Let Valentine's make your day.
Keep in touch with the new plain paper Fax 920 from Brother. It's a fax and a copier using plain paper. And with a 2-year warranty, you can't go wrong. At the fantastic price of only $499. Call 0800 4BROTHER now.
We're at your side, brother!
Briscoes have got the jump on Easter with their spectacular 2-day sale. You'll save at least 20% off just about everything in store. At least 20% off towels, sheets and duvets. At least 20% off saucepans, coffee plungers, kitchen utensils. At least 20% off glassware, crystal, cups and plates. Every suitcase, every backpack, at least 20% off. At Briscoes today and tomorrow. You'll be hopping mad if you miss it.
Briscoes can never buy better.
It's building up. It's on its way. It's got to be a super draw day. It's building up. It's on its way.
The bunnies are back, and that means it's time for Lotto's big $3 million Easter Super Draw, live from the Royal Easter Show. So hop down to your Lotto shop for your tickets this week.
And Lotto is the name of the game.
Look how much ANZ can save you on its variable rate home loan approval fee before the 30th of April. You could pay absolutely nothing to have your loan approved. Have a home and a life.
Eat an apple every day. Get to bed by 3.
Right now at Amcal, buy any of these Nature Zone day-night formulas and get a Guarana Wildlife Pocket Pack free.
Take good care of yourself.
To take good care of yourself, just ask Amcal.
Get behind your team with a McDonald's Rugby Super 12 Sipper Bottle. Unbelievable value. Only $1.50 with any McDonald's purchase.
It's KGB time behind the curtain. Kind, generous, big ready-made curtain savings at the Curtain Supermarket. 10% off ready-made thermal calico drapes, 20% off ready-made panel shears, 30% off window wear tracks, up to 40% of our latest homeworld ready-made drapes.
That will please, Miss Moneypenny.
So come over to the Curtain Supermarket and enjoy lots more KGB. Kind, generous, big savings at the Curtain Supermarket.
Check this out. For the very best service, come and see Mr. Smart.
Yeah, for the very low prices, it's Mr. Smart for you. That's who.
The woman he has loved.
Murder, keeping track of everything that goes on here.
The marriage he believed in.
So many rooms, so many keys.
When she betrayed him.
One thing led to another.
Did she have to choose his brother? And the return of an unwelcome guest.
They raped her.
Sets the grand on edge. Is history about to repeat?
Leave me alone. Help me! You raped me! You done the raping! You 17!
The Grand, 8:30 Friday on 1.
I actually use the oil of Olay, a UV protectant moisturiser. It saves me using a whole bunch of complicated things because I've also got a little boy, and if I have to use too much, I just don't get around to it. I'll be carrying around my son and people say, oh, you look too young to have a child. And it's like, oh, really? That's great. Well, it must mean that whatever I'm using is working, so...
The secret of fine brewing lies in the nature of the hops.
The king has chopped the price on the 15-pack icebox to just $15.
So, head down to the king.
The clock is ticking on Michael Hill Jewelers Easter watch specials. Huge savings on ladies, gents, sports and dress watches for 1 week only. But time runs out on Easter Monday, so you'd better be quick.
Only at Michael Hill Jeweler.
2, 3, sugar and spice, curry and rice, Barney and Fred, breakfast in bed, knife and a fork, boo-ha and pork, super lucky dip and
Line to strike. Phil, that line, it's not your best work.
Barks like a dog, Phil.
Make sure you're in for this week's $3 million Easter Super Draw, because with every double dip, you get a free Cadbury cream egg.
Lotto double dip, double dip, double dip,
Double dip. I like it.
Yeah. Celebrate the school holidays at Valentine's with our huge Pacific banquet. Lunch is $16.95, dinner $24.95. For children 12 and under, everything is only $1.10 per year of age.
Let Valentine's make your day.
Wake up on top of the world. Sealy, really.
So why is Sealy Posturepedic the world's #1? Because along with comfort and quality, back care is also important. Sealy Posturepedic helps you stay healthy even while you sleep.
Banks sometimes offer high term deposit interest rates. We do it all the time.
Help stop winter colds and chills before they start. Buckle & Burner, just 7 tablets taken over 3 days, lasts up to 3 months. It helps your immune system prepare to fight colds and chills. But you must take Buckle & Burner now. Ask your pharmacist today for Buckle & Burner.
The secret of fine brewing lies in the nature of the hops.
The king has chopped the price on the 15-pack icebox to just $15.
So, head down to the king.
Pork chops. Buy one, get one free. That's right. For every pork chop you buy, you get another absolutely free. And look at this amazing offer, all for just $29.95, a saving of $15, but only at the Export Meat Warehouse.
Beat the winter blues with the Benchmark and Hardware House Get That Project Done catalogue. Save $10 on the Eden Gardener Spade and Fork set, now just $29.95. The Ryobi electric mulching blower vac is only $195. Karcher water blasters are only $279. And plug into the savings with the Homeway 20-metre heavy-duty extension lead for only $24.95. Beat the winter blues with the Get That Project Done catalogue. Out now at Benchmark and Hardware House.
Go Harvey Norman for great finance deals on leather lounges. Now's the time to invest in the luxury of leather with up to 36 months to pay at just 7% interest per annum. This 3-piece Turner suite with 2 recliners, $3,999 or $28.71 weekly. The 3-piece Franklin recliner suite is $4,999 or pay just $38.83 weekly. Leather lounges from no deposit, 7% interest per annum with up to 36 months to pay. Normal lending conditions and credit criteria apply. See store for details.
Somewhere between land and sea is a place where myths are real.
Someone is living there.
Don't be daft. Nobody's been in the island for years.
A mystical land where legends are brought to life.
He'd never seen a woman so lovely in all his life. A creature that's half human and half beast.
An exquisite Easter Friday family special that celebrates the wonder and magic of Irish tradition.
I wish you could talk to me.
Discover the secret of Roan Inish, Friday on 1.
lentil burgers. High in fibre. Yuck.
Are you reading, David?
That's a present for Laura Harris.
The things we do. Yeah, she might even convert you.
Who? Me?
Kellogg's Sultana brand. The goodness of fibre-rich flakes with the great taste of juicy sultanas.
Says here healthy and delicious, David.
I find that very hard to believe.
Kellogg's Sultana brand. Nutritious food made tasty.
Introducing the all-new Nissan Navara 4x4. It comes in single or double cab. It's tough enough to take a full load in the back. But we should warn you, the new Navara 4x4s have got a brand new 3.2-litre diesel engine that's very, very powerful.
Just wait till you drive it.
Save $1,000 right now at Beds Are Us on the exceptional Richmond bed from Sleepyhead. Buy the King or Queen and pay the one price, just $1,999, but only at your local Beds Are Us store.
Make your beds better, Sleepyhead from Beds Are Us.
At Cash Converters, there's a huge range of quality second-hand goods.
Thanks, Cash Converters.
And even better prices.
Thanks, Cash Converters.
For bargains you can trust, shop at Cash Converters. No lemons, just quality products at even better prices. Thanks, Cash Converters.
It is bigger than sensational, it is more than recreational. Say just juice, hey, just juice. It will be forever topical, it is the uniquely tropical taste of just juice. Taste of just juice. Oh, say just juice. Juicy, baby. Hey, just juice. Baby, juicy. Say just juice. Hey, hey.
At Vehicle Testing New Zealand, we don't do repairs, so when we test your vehicle for a warrant, we won't tell you work needs doing unless it really does need doing.
Now, if I go to a garage, they don't tell me what I need. I tell them.
This is Ronseal Paint and Grain. It's called Paint and Grain because all you do is paint on the base coat, slap on the top coat, comb and grain. Easy. So, if you fancy a change, use Ronseal Paint and Grain. It does exactly what it says on the tin.
It's KGP ready-made curtain savings time at the Curtain Supermarket. 10% off mowers, thermal calico, 30% off window wear tracks, up to 40% off homeware ready-made drapes. KGP, that's kind, generous, big savings at the Curtain Supermarket.
I didn't have any trouble getting a mortgage from Mike Hero.
It was a friendly atmosphere, nice people, and we had lots of laughs.
We were looking for someone that had creative solutions.
They've got a new way of doing things, and I like it.
The staff were great. They talked me through a lot of the decision-making. They didn't use a lot of jargon, and I felt like I got what I wanted.
Sharon and I were really quite happy, and we got home and we were wrapped up. We went with Mike Perot's.
1, 2, 3. Mike Hero Mortgages.
I look at prices are like underpants. I just won't wear them.
2 dozen export gold stubbies and a cap for just $26.90. Medal-winning Chardonnay for just $6.95.
Oh, we the Robbie Burns.
Aye, Robbie.
True, I talk of dreams, which are the children of an idle brain, begot of nothing but vain fantasy, which is as thin of substance as the air and more inconstant than the wind, who woos even now in the frozen bosom of the north. I told everyone I was going for my OE, but I only had one thing on my mind, really. Lisa Harrow, Barbara Ewing, and now me. This has been the richest, most fulfilling, most profoundly difficult year of my life. I wanted to do something really different, so I worked on this Tarantino piece. I'm Benjamin Farrier from Glenorchy Road. Don't just dream it.
The secret of fine brewing lies in the nature of the hops.
The King has chopped the price on the 15-pack icebox to just $15.
So, head down to the King.
Which hair colorant gives you up to 30% more vibrant color? Viva Color from Wella, the first intensive colorant with added color vitalizer. So, for up to 30% more vibrant color, choose Viva Color. Color full of life.
Guthrie Balron's biggest ever paint sale ends Easter Monday. Scratch and save 5 to 50% off Dulux, British and Cabot's paints. That's 5 to 50% off. Only till Monday at Guthrie Balron.
Is every day the same? The same meal from the same can?
With Friskies, every dish is deliciously fresh, deliciously different every time. Friskies fresh every time.
It's building up, it's on its way, it's got to be a super draw day, it's building up, it's on its way,
The bunnies are back, and that means it's time for Lotto's big $3 million Easter Super Draw, live from the Royal Easter Show. So hop down to your Lotto shop for your tickets this week.
And Lotto is the name of the game.
I understand.
Find out just what Paul Holmes is smiling about in an interview with the man himself. Exclusively in this week's New Zealand Woman's Weekly. Out now.
What do parents look for in a breakfast cereal?
One the kids like. Low in sugar.
Low in fat. Good value. Energy.
High in fibre. That fills them up.
New Zealand made.
Vitamins and minerals. Perhaps it's not just 9 out of 10 nutritionists who recommend Wheat Bix.
High liquor prices are like underpants. I just won't wear them.
2 dozen export gold stubbies and a cap for just $26.90. Medal winning Chardonnay for just $6.95.
Oh, we're the Robbie Burns.
Aye, Robbie.
Tonight, military experts say Serbian air defences are largely intact despite 7 nights of NATO bombing. The remarkable story of a woman who made a cell phone call for help while trapped in a wrecked car being dragged along by a train. And love on a volcano as a couple get married on top of Mount Ruapehu. Join us at 9:55.
We now have a real chance of having a South Pacific nuclear weapons-free zone. But the lawn needs a mow.
Don't let buts and excuses stop you. Leave your butts behind and enjoy a better future with the Open Polytechnic.
I've done it again. This time I've taken a wing chair and a bookshelf from my friend's house. Well, I need them for my house.
Now you can collect new Doll's House, the easy way of building and decorating your own individual Doll's House. Each week at your magazine retailer, you'll find the charm of a tiny world you create with your own hands. The first instalment, a section of your house and a wing chair are all included in Part 1. Out now for only $8.95.
It's only natural to be the way you wanna be. It's only natural, you know just what you mean to me. It's only natural to grow up feeling loved and free. It's only natural, the natural taste of meadow leaf. Naturally.
Lentil burgers. High in fibre. Yuck.
Are you reading, David?
That's a present for Laura Harris.
The things we do.
Yeah, she might even convert you.
Who? Me?
Kellogg's Sultana brand. The goodness of fibre-rich flakes with the great taste of juicy sultanas.
It says here healthy and delicious, David. I find that very hard to believe.
Kellogg's Sultana brand. Nutritious food made tasty.
You may have heard of products that deliver beauty from within. Vibrant Skin is the revolutionary anti-aging skin formula that includes not only marine protein, but antioxidants, which make it even more effective. Vibrant Skin, the beauty revolution.
Life is for living. Live it with Cumps. Casual, dressy, weekend or work. Make the most of your life. Cumps naturally at your local Cumps retailer now.
As the golden weather fades away, autumn's rich colours make a welcome return, and we're drawn once again to the garden. In this month's New Zealand Gardener, we reflect on gardens of the past, choose the perfect trees for boundaries, look at brilliant bulb displays and the many moods of moss green. It's an issue no New Zealand gardener will want to miss. Call 0800 789 788 to subscribe or pick up your copy at your bookstore or supermarket. New Zealand Gardener, on sale now.
To leave your butts behind, call the Open Polytechnic. We let you study when and where you want, so learning fits around your lifestyle. For a prospectus, call 0800 650 200.
Happy Days liquor discounters in Manukau have prices to put a smile on your face. Heineken just $18.75 a 12-pack, plus wines from $7.95 and RTDs $1.95. For smiles better buying, Happy Days liquor discounters, Great South Road, Manukau.
This year's Royal Easter Show, every day will have a theme linking back to some great events of the past. So come along for a great day out at the 156th Royal Easter Show. It'll be the most fun you've had in years.
No deposit and no interest. And no payments for 6 months. Buy a new bed at Superior Sleep for no deposit, no interest and make no payments till October. This week at Superior Sleep.
Good evening, New Zealand. Leading tonight's news, after a week of bombing, experts say NATO has caused only minimal damage to Serb air defences. Meanwhile, the people the bombs were meant to help are turning into a nation of refugees. And later in sport, Brian Lara turns a cricket bat into a magic wand to beat Australia. Our top story, NATO says it will start to widen its list of potential targets as it prepares for an 8th consecutive night of airstrikes against Yugoslavia. The bombs will probably fall on Serb military infrastructure, possibly the Ministry of Defence and the Ministry of the Interior, to break up Serb military communications. But as Lane Colcott of Channel 9 reports, today was a day where NATO's bombs brought refugees no relief.
An image that may prove to be one of the most disturbing of the Kosovo disaster. The apparent forced march of thousands of people leaving the capital of Pristina. Serbs say they are fleeing the NATO bombs. In reality, the Serb military may be driving them out. The pictures are from Serb television, but coincide with reports of ethnic Albanians being rounded up in their thousands, some herded into stadiums and fired on with heavy weapons.
In fact, I think we can talk about a modern-day great terror going on in Kosovo.
Also deeply disturbing, these scenes at the border with Macedonia, a Serb ally now closed to refugees. A handful of people are allowed off the train, then the doors are sealed. The train heads back into Kosovo, with its unwilling passengers so close to escape, now terrified about their fate. There was slim hope of an end to the crisis when Russian Prime Minister Yevgeny Primakov met Serb President Milosevic in Belgrade. But the Serb offer to pull out of Kosovo and allow refugees to return only if NATO stopped bombing was immediately rejected. It is now clear the NATO allies are prepared for a campaign that could run for weeks, still hopeful they can neutralise the Serb military machine.
It's now estimated that 120,000 ethnic Albanians have been forced from their homes since airstrikes began a week ago. That's a quarter of the province's entire population. One of the escape routes from Kosovo has been into neighbouring Macedonia, as we saw there. The BBC's Ben Brown reports from the border where thousands arrive every hour.
Albanian refugees awake to another morning in hell.
After walking for 3 days solid, they had finally managed to make it to this border. But incredibly, the Macedonian government then forced them to stay here out in the open for 24 hours before finally letting them move on. A baby is swung over a campfire to keep him warm. An old woman sleeps on ground that is freezing cold. A child cries for her mother. And a people cry for their homeland. When the refugees were at last allowed into Macedonia tonight, it looked like the whole of Kosovo was emptying out. Almost an entire people on the move across the mountains. Ethnic cleansing on the most staggering scale. Some of them are desperately sick, almost unable to stay conscious after so long on the road. Others thirstily drink water from a cattle trough in despair that they have been reduced to such indignity. 65-year-old Sadia Mahmouti told me that she has not eaten for 2 days. The Serbs, she says, were setting fire to homes, shops and cars in her hometown of Kačanik. Other refugees I spoke to today told similar tales of the terror they have fled from. Refugees like this young civil engineer.
And the Serbs are not fighting, you know, they are just killing.
For these refugees, exhausted, traumatized and terrorized, it may at last be approaching journey's end. But many of them have friends and family still trapped in Kosovo tonight. Loved ones so far unable to escape from the cauldron of killing there.
Meanwhile, the image of the West's war machine has taken something of a beating in the NATO onslaught so far. Despite 7 nights of attacks by cruise missiles and bombing by high-tech warplanes, the Pentagon's admitted things haven't gone as well as the Allies had hoped for. The ABC's John McWethy has tonight's special report.
Today, there was a stark admission that all the NATO bombing so far has done nothing to stop Serb ethnic cleansing.
It is difficult to say that we have prevented one act of brutality at this stage. This is being done very up close and personal by the Yugoslav army and special police forces in small groups.
The fact is, the Yugoslav military, especially its air defenses, is turning out to be much tougher to defeat than some politicians expected. Though NATO has devoted at least 1/3 of its hundreds of bombing missions to attacking Serbia's air defenses, a U.S. intelligence assessment obtained by ABC News says damage thus far has been only, quote, minimal.
They understand that we are quite sophisticated at being able to destroy integrated air defenses if they expose themselves. So they've chosen not to do that, not to go force on force with their SAMs against the Western Air Force.
Instead, the Serbs hide what they have, constantly testing and probing how NATO reacts, and then they wait for moments of opportunity. They have proven they are good enough to shoot down the F-117 stealth fighter. That makes the decision to use the highly visible, slow-flying A-10 attack plane to go after Serb units doing ethnic cleansing far tougher.
You are going to place our pilots at a tremendous amount of risk.
That means the A-10s may not be used for days or weeks because of the high likelihood the planes could be shot down. The terrible consequence is that it gives Serb paramilitary units a relatively free hand to continue their atrocities in Kosovo.
Here at home, more than 100 New Zealand Albanians marched in Auckland today in support of the NATO offensive against the Serbs. The marchers braved the rain, walking up Queen Street and into Aotea Square. They called on NATO to bring ground troops into the Kosovo conflict and continue its airstrikes. One man spoke to his mother in Pristina 2 days ago and now fears the worst.
She said, you have to understand, maybe this is going to be the last time that I'm going to talk to you. And it was a bit hard to talk in that moment. I couldn't hang up the line. I was holding all the time.
The Albanians here say their families will surely die at the hands of the Serbs unless NATO escalates its attacks. Meanwhile, the New Zealand government has promised to give $200,000 to assist refugees fleeing from Kosovo. Half will go to the Red Cross, the rest will go to the UN High Commission for Refugees. In news here at home, the government's electricity reforms are in disarray tonight. Tainui Māori have gained a last-minute injunction blocking the split-up of ECNZ. At midnight tonight, the power giant was due to have been split into 3 generation companies in order to encourage competition. Tainui say the split endangers their claim on the Waikato River. Mike Jaspers has the details.
A last gasp victory for Tainui's leader.
It's a victory, but the war's still to be won.
And Crown lawyers still fighting.
Well, we're going to the Court of Appeal for a hearing right now.
ECNZ split on hold for now. Justice Nicholson arguing it'll harm Tainui's claim on the Waikato River. He says the Crown breached its duty to consult Tainui adequately, breached their legitimate expectations and acted in a way that's inconsistent with the Treaty of Waitangi. At midnight, ECNZ was to split into 3 new companies, Mighty River Power and Genesis, which operate on the Waikato River and the South Island's Meridian Energy. The Waikato is sacred to Tainui. They're worried about rising river pollution and what may happen after the new power companies start operating.
The split is only a step towards privatisation. And once you get private owners in there, they're going to exploit the river for all of its commercial value, to hell with the health of the river.
We've spent a considerable amount of time consulting. Their treaty rights are not affected by this plan.
The immediate problem, keeping the lights burning. ECNZ's in late-night talks with the 3 new power companies. They say electricity won't be disrupted, but the injunction's creating enormous legal and administrative problems, with all of ECNZ's assets and staff due to transfer at midnight. And the problems will get bigger if the Crown fails to overturn the injunction at the Court of Appeal tomorrow. Mike Jaspers, One Network News.
The Ministry of Health may prosecute the importers of a face peeling treatment linked to the death of a 57-year-old Christchurch woman. Lena Stevens suffered a cardiac arrest at the premises of Christchurch Dr. Ian Little on the 22nd of last month. She was there for a surgery-free facelift similar to this one called Exoderm. She never regained consciousness and died 3 weeks later in Christchurch Hospital. Tonight, Exoderm's manufacturer insists his product is safe.
What they can do, what they can say, it never happened. More than 10,000 cases in the world, and never happened something similar to this.
And as far as you're concerned, Exoderm is very safe?
Yes, I think better. As a procedure, is the safest in the world.
Meantime, the Christchurch coroner says no assumptions about the cause of Mrs. Stevens' death should be made until the inquest has been held. 9 people, including 5 school pupils, have been treated in Waikato Hospital after a collision between 2 school buses today. The accident happened in the farming community of Taupiri, 25 kilometres north of Hamilton. Hewitt Barnsley has the story.
Chaos and lucky escapes on State Highway 1. 2 buses involved in the nose-to-tail crash, the force of the impact forcing one to slide off the road.
We heard the squeal of brakes, looked out the window, crashed, the bus was airborne and it hit the tree.
Ambulances ferried 9 people, 5 high school pupils and 4 adults to Waikato Hospital in Hamilton. Emergency services say none are seriously hurt, all receiving moderate or minor injuries. The accident happened at 3:40 this afternoon. One of the buses was taking children home from Ngaruawahia. Witnesses say it had stopped to let some students off when it was hit by the other bus.
It was freaky because all the glass was flying and it flew in front of me, and then all the seats fell forward and some people fell out of their seats and all that. And then we heard all the screaming.
The accident is immediately reigniting the debate over the need for seat belts on school buses.
I think there's double standards here. This is the main issue, is that here we are as parents and caregivers telling our children to belt up in cars, and then we allow them to go to school in a bus situation, sometimes standing.
The crash closed one of the busiest sections of State Highway 1, causing a huge backlog of traffic. Hewitt Barnsley, One Network News.
North of Auckland, a fishing expedition had an unexpected ending tonight. Marty Kovic and Steve Bell went fishing on rocks at Hatfields Beach earlier this morning, but were trapped by a fast-rising tide. One Network News spoke to Marty Kovic as he waited for emergency help.
Oh, so there's big waves coming in at the moment, and we're stuck at the end of we're about 300 metres from shore, and we were just out fishing, but then when we turned around to go, we realised we couldn't get back through this gully. There's not a sign of anyone at the moment. Hold on, mate, there's big waves coming in now. I just hope these waves don't get bigger.
And the fishermen were plucked to safety a short time after that interview. A Navy inflatable boat and 2 Coast Guard boats helped pick the men up. Both men were uninjured, but medical officers say the pair were extremely cold after their ordeal and looking forward to a hot bath. Overseas, a cell phone also proved invaluable to a person in danger. A car driven by an American woman was hit by a train on a level crossing. She survived the collision and was conscious as the car was dragged for 5 kilometres. But while she couldn't get out, she was able to ring for help. Channel 9's Nick McCallum has her remarkable story.
Recovering at home today, Amber Scott says at this railway crossing, her car was rear-ended by a truck into the side of a passing freight train. Wedged underneath the train, the car, with Amber trapped inside, was dragged along the tracks. She called police on her mobile phone. Amber's ordeal lasted 5 kilometres, 7 long minutes. Eventually, her car struck a pole and was dislodged from the train.
I prayed all the way down the tracks. I really did.
Amazingly, the 20-year-old suffered only cuts and bruises. During the drama, she also had time to call her mum.
Cell phones are a lifesaver.
Amazing. Just ahead, a multi-million-dollar payout to the family of a smoker who died of lung cancer, and a new development in the search for a New Zealander who went missing in Taiwan.
On Telstra Business tomorrow, has Mike Moore got the top job at the WTO? And the reform of the energy sector takes effect tomorrow, but what does it mean for the consumer? Join me at 6:30 tomorrow morning on TV1 for Telstra Business, your business advantage.
Then on Breakfast from 7, a sporting twist to the genetic modification debate.
And a bit of a treat, day early, Quinn and Macbeth, just because it's Easter. See you tomorrow.
This is Natasha, one of the fussiest eaters in the country, and a Dine Petite Gold food critic. Before any of the new Dine Petite Gold finest seafood or premium meat recipes are offered to your cat, they must first get Natasha's seal of approval. New Dine Petite Gold. Finest foods to tempt the most discerning critic.
Wake up on top of the world. Sealy, really.
So why is Sealy Posturepedic the world's #1? Because along with comfort and quality, back care is also important. Sealy Posturepedic helps you stay healthy even while you sleep.
Welcome back. An offer in New Zealand may help speed up the search for a Kiwi tramper lost in Taiwan. Ruben Chernigovsky went missing nearly 5 months ago, and his father Phil is currently in Taiwan searching for him. Human remains have been found, but DNA identification could take as long as 2 months, unless some Kiwi ingenuity is brought to bear on the situation. Greg Boyd has the story.
Phil Chernikovsky is hoping these aren't the remains of his son Ruben, but he now faces a long wait while DNA tests in Taiwan confirm the identity. Back in Auckland, Phil's cousin Robin says a forensic dentist has offered a quicker method.
He believes that they could identify the bones they found in a day if he was allowed to get access to Ruben's dental records. He would arrange for a forensic dentist in Taiwan to have those records.
Easier said than done. None of Phil's relatives here can contact him to tell him about the offer. But the phone has been ringing hot, with people supporting Phil's search for his son.
People, all walks of life, rich, poor, whatever, have phoned in, crying with, their support and saying, oh, we don't know how it would feel to have a child lost, and we can only imagine, and we'd like to help you.
Phil made this his second trip after $20,000 was raised by Auckland's Taiwanese community. But the search for 23-year-old Ruben is expensive. Interpreters and guides cost almost $1,000 a day. It's now a case of hoping for an answer before time and money run out. Greg Boyd, One Network News.
In world news, the American tobacco industry has been stung with a verdict for record damages. A jury in Oregon has found against tobacco giant Philip Morris and ordered it to pay damages of $162 million. The money's to go to the wife and family of a lung cancer victim who died after smoking Marlboros for 40 years. The company says it will appeal. A court in the former Soviet Republic of Ukraine is expected to pass the death sentence tomorrow on one of the worst serial killers in world history. Anatoly Onoprienko has admitted the murder of 52 people, including 10 children, over a 7-year period. He killed his victims by burning them alive or killing them with a shotgun or axe. But prosecutors say he shows no remorse. And a new attempt's underway tonight to break the stalemate blocking Northern Ireland's path to lasting peace. British Prime Minister Tony Blair and Irish PM Bertie Ahern are trying to convince Protestant and Catholic factions to extend their commitment to last year's Good Friday Accord. The sticking point is over disarmament of guerrilla groups on both sides. To literary news here at home now. Children's author Margaret Mahy won another honour today, the New Zealand Post Children's Book of the Year Award. Already one of New Zealand's best-known authors, Margaret Mahy shared the Best Picture Book prize with illustrator Selina Young for their book called A Summery Saturday Morning. The author said children should be encouraged to read widely because it wasn't always obvious which book would connect with which child. Another popular author, Jack Lazenby, won the senior fiction category for Tour. And coming up, the windies blow away Australia thanks to the efforts of Brian Lara, and the volcano of love. A couple say I do on the top of Mount Ruapehu.
The incredible sounds of bird kind. That was a camera shutter. And now, the sounds of foresters and their chainsaws working nearby.
Our World's The Life of Birds, 7:30 Saturday on 1.
This is Natasha, one of the fussiest eaters in the country, and a Dine Petite Gold food critic. Before any of the new Dine Petite Gold finest seafood or premium meat recipes are offered to your cat, they must first get Natasha's seal of approval. New Dine Petite Gold. Finest foods to tempt the most discerning critic.
Every sip of Banrock Station wine gives a little back to the good earth it came from. Here at Banrock Station, the wetland is being restored. In addition, part of every sale goes to help preserve irreplaceable natural habitats. Banrock Station wines, down-to-earth wine, in bottles and casks.
Nothing beats the taste of McCain Home Fries. McCain Home Fries, special oven fries that taste as good as fried chips. Ah, McCain, you've done it again.
Every month, thousands of customers search the UBD Business Information website for products and services they need. A display listing on our website makes sure they don't go past you. So talk to us and improve your new customer strike rate.
Oh, Oscar! Be nice to the cat. I'll give you a snack.
There's ordinary snacks. Or they're schmackos. Lip-schmacking snacks packed with real beef.
Please, Oscar. Be nice to the cat. I'll give you a schmacko. I love you, yes I do. I love you, yes it's true. Wacko, wacko, without schmackos and you.
I'd seen him on the TV and I'd heard him on the radio, so I thought I'd give Mike Piros a go, and I wasn't disappointed.
Well, I was worried about the cost, but the service that they gave me cost me absolutely nothing.
For me, it was like safety checks. I wanted to be sure everything was all right.
There's a lot of choice out there. Mike Perro's looked at all the options and came up with exactly what I wanted.
I rang Robin at Mike Perro Mortgages and she saved me over $1,000.
Welcome to Mike Perro Mortgages.
Mike Perro Mortgages.
I'm Susan, a design consultant for Auckland Drape Company. Take advantage of a free consultation with one of our colour consultants in the comfort of your own home. We'll bring a mobile showroom full of fabulous fabrics with the right colours and designs to complement your home's decor perfectly. As well as a free measuring quote, ask about our free curtain making offer.
Let us help you create with confidence.
To book your free consultation, call Auckland Drape Company on 379 5599.
Hello again. In a truly remarkable display of cricket, Brian Lara has led the West Indies to victory in the third test against Australia. Clinton Fletcher of Channel 9 has the story.
Even before play, Lara looked the part, but his early partners didn't show the same commitment. Adams joined his captain, and by the end of the first session, Lara was thanking a higher source.
Hit straight back to the bowler.
After lunch, Lara preyed on the best the Aussies could offer.
Long hop, and he's put that out of the ground.
The bowlers tried everything, and a mid-wicket bump only added to the little man's fire.
This is what Test cricket, international sporting contests are all about.
Another Test century didn't help the Aussies.
That's his 100. Brian Lara hits it over the top.
McGrath wasn't finished yet, with his afternoon spell helping set up one of the most gut-wrenching finishes in Test cricket. Still needing 60, Lara was stranded with Ambrose, who fought like a tiger.
Short and in the air.
Ironically, it was Lara who offered the chance.
In the air, dropped.
Big Kirtley finally went with just 6 to go. Welcome Courtney Walsh. And who knows how he survived.
He stopped it somehow.
With 1 run now needed, Walsh wasn't taking a chance. Lara got the strike back and the test was over.
Has won the match for the West Indies.
Both captains described it as the most exciting test they've played in. Lara was in tears